Okay, what's up everybody, RestRK here, and we're back at it again to play some more Sam & Max Save the World. So we're on episode 2, and there are like some more episodes, because I did buy Sam & Max, all 3 games. So we'll see what happens, but right now we're going to just do episode 2. I am going to be doing something else later on, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, let's continue on and just play some more. Let's continue on playing Sam & Max. Let's see what we got to do today. Max is going insane, Max is swimming, Max is falling. Episode 2, Situation Comedy.
I got it! Ah! I got it!
Hello. Yes? Yes? Sweet mother of double jeopardy backstroking and butterscotch. We're on our way.
Who was it? The Girl Scouts lawyers again?
That was the commissioner. You will never guess which unduly famous TV personality made the most wanted criminals list this week.
Phyllis Diller? Gavin McLeod? Wink Martindale?
Close. Myra Stump, the darling hawk of daytime talk.
Myra? As in America's mom? The woman who told Tom Hanks to get a haircut? Surely you jest.
She's holding her audience hostage and giving them valuable gifts against their collective will.
I don't normally endorse the use of the word dastardly, but this is clearly dastardly. I think.
We've got to drive over to the station right away, or at our earliest convenience.
Great! I've been itching to bust some skulls since they canceled my so-called life.
No, Lord.
I bought that VCR at the supermarket.
So you know it's a good one.
Still smells like asparagus, though.
Welcome back, America, to day 3.5 of my most special episode ever. You don't want to miss any of our exciting guests coming up this hour. Plus, everyone in the audience is going to be getting a lifetime supply of non-dairy creamer.
We don't need non-dairy creamer. We need sleep.
Oh, I see. You were all thrilled when I gave you cars, then all-expense paid vacations, and then home entertainment centers. But now, after I worked so hard and sacrificed so much, you'd rather sleep. It's all about you, isn't it? I guess nothing I ever do is good enough for you.
Maybe we'll start using non-dairy creamer someday.
That's more like it. You see, there's lots more fun to come, so stick around, America, and sit up straight. Nobody trusts a sloucher.
Good old TV. It's the only way I still feel well-adjusted.
What do you mean? The reception's perfect right now. Hello, is this the president? It is? Really? Well, thanks. That's all I wanted to know.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm trapped on the ledge again.
One of these days we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Nothing useful in here.
How ironic.
Mr. Spatula's looking good today.
Isn't he plastic?
I'm going back inside. Screw this.
These donuts must be 3 months old.
Don't throw that out! I'm saving it for a science experiment.
You bet, little buddy. Hello?
Jerk!
Jeez.
Ah, Brady Culture's hair. It makes for an unwieldy but oh-so enchanting memento of our first case in a long while.
He howled like a sick wallaby when I shaved it off him. Good times.
Ah, Brady Culture's hair.
He howled...
Ah, Brady...
He howled like a... Whee!
Anybody home? Guess not. When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
Where else would we keep the pieces of paper that we're never going to look at again?
20 years' worth of electric bills take up a surprising amount of space. Someone once told me that the contents of a lava lamp make an excellent hand cream,
That was me.
which is why I haven't tried it. "2002 was a great year for calendars.
I'm glad we stocked up. We've been going through them at a rate of about one a year since then.
A very disturbed individual sits here. My toes are all a-twitter that we've gotten another case so close on the heels of the last one.
Don't say a Twitter, Sam.
Well, well, Myra Stump holding her audience hostage. You watch that particular bit of daytime fluff occasionally, don't you, Max?
Whenever our TV's out of hock, for some reason I can't get enough of her sharp-toothed maternal ranting.
Why do you suppose Myra's got her audience captive?
Who knows? Last month, Charles Grodin put his hand on her desk and she hit it with a ruler. She's very strict.
You're a lovable but essentially useless lump of fur and icky stuffing materials, Max.
On the contrary, I can be a vital source of alternative insight into the problems that plague you.
Well, there's that. Let's get going.
You lead and I'll follow haphazardly, shall I?
Let's go.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs too old to be contemporary, too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good
Okay.
old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You cracked me up, little buddy.
Sorry about that, buddy.
I hope that's just a prop.
I hope it isn't.
It's got a falling star on it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder how now you'll crash and burn.
Yeah. The Barrel Haven. From whence comes this storybook set?
Clearly from a work of unparalleled artistic vision and emotional expressiveness.
No wonder I haven't seen it. Hey, even the scaffold is just a prop.
Yeah, from that show about the TV crew that solves crimes around the station using advanced forensics and overly dramatic reenactments.
Come on, who ever heard of a crime at a TV station? Hey, Max,
What is it, Sam?
any idea what cheap ripoff of an already lackluster show gets filmed on this set?
Even money says it's something tasteless or tawdry, but preferably both.
Any idea what cheap ripoff of an already...
Even money says
Let's boogie, little buddy.
lights, camera, double-barreled action.
Need a broom, little buddy?
I don't use brooms, Sam. I necessitate the use of them.
There's only one explanation for a propeller on the wall.
Yes, this TV station is a giant flying battleship.
Either that, or it's just a prop. Huh, get it?
I vote for the giant flying battleship.
Once used for apples, now used for derrieres. Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
Could a fool...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Sam, I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look, hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name, Myra or Stump?
Either and/or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative, and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less, because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Quiet, knucklehead. What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is the American dream. We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised.
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy, that is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me Rabbit.
Grr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad. Cut! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm not hiring a dog who can't even do a simple rabidity scene.
I don't know what went wrong. I was feeling so rabid.
You look pretty disease-ridden to me.
Come back after you've taken a few thousand acting lessons.
Okay. We are out.
Let's go.
Okay.
I smell crime.
I think that's grime.
Let's go.
Okay.
Sam! Max! How nice to see you! I don't suppose you have any candid photos of little green men feeling frisky, do you?
Huh?
It's my new career. I'm a tabloid publisher specializing in the thoughtful analysis of groundbreaking news of interest to myself and others like me.
What's it called?
The Alien Love Triangle Times.
So you're a publisher now? What happened to psychotherapy?
I've always had a fascination with the suppressed and the sensual, and for telling people too much about both. Publishing the Alien Love Triangle Times is a logical extension of all my previous careers. Except maybe Vatican spokesperson.
Are you doing any psychotherapy on the side?
Only on space aliens.
I guess that narrows your clientele quite a bit.
No, not really.
How about a quick analysis, for old time's sake?
Oh, all right. Think of a number between 1 and 4.
2.
You're selectively audio averse.
I don't like the sound of that. What was it you said about a photo?
My new tabloid, the Alien Love Triangle Times, needs a cover photo of an extraterrestrial biological entity, or alien as the unwashed masses calls them, caught getting cozy with some of the locals.
Sybil, I'd like the record to show that although I support you as a friend, your latest project makes my skin decidedly crawly.
Me too, and I like it.
So you're looking for a cover photo of little green men canoodling, right?
Yeah, though I'm kind of desperate at this point. Basically, I can use anything as long as there are 3 beings in the shot and at least one of them's an alien. It is the Alien Love Triangle Times, after all.
Got it. There's nothing like good, hard-nosed journalism.
You said it. It's time to find out the real answers to the real questions.
Like what did those poor cattle do to deserve that?
No. What do aliens do for romance? Do they love? How do they get their otherworldly thrills?
By playing slots in Keno? That'd explain why they're always seen in Nevada.
Have you learned anything interesting since you started this, magazine?
I learned why Elvis had such an otherworldly voice.
Elvis was not an alien.
Sure he was. He just wore makeup to cover his emerald green skin.
Frankly, Sybil, this project is disturbing, as well as distressingly intimate.
Like seeing Stephen King getting a hot butter massage.
Oh, you saw last week's issue.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Dr. Phil.
Well, that goes without saying. We'll be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
This appears to be some sort of reproductive device.
It's a mimeograph. I use it to print my tabloid.
Is this the kind with aloe in the sheets for extra softness?
Chloroform, actually. Some of my therapy patients used to get a little rowdy.
I'm afraid to touch those. It's getting late.
Hey, Sam. If it's always getting later and later, then how come it's early sometimes?
That's one of the great mysteries, little buddy. Nothing useful in here.
Okay.
Ah, taxidermy. The dead are truly the kitsch of the living.
And vice versa.
You're an unfathomable well of something, Max. This saguaro?
Vinyl.
Hey, if you dip that in ink, you could do 30 tattoos at once.
If I could scare up 30 customers at once, I'd still be in the tattoo business.
Has been Brady culture behind bars.
He finally found a way to become famous. The police blotter.
Alien Love Triangle Times. Looks like they're sold out. It looks like candy, but I'm pretty sure it's fish tank gravel again.
I've had worse.
What-o? Samuel, Maximilian.
What the?
Oh, you're probably wondering how I know your names.
Not really.
Psst, it's me, Bosco.
What's with the slanted soup strainer, Bosco?
Bosco? I know not that moniker. I am Lord Reginald Rumplebottom, Earl of Dukedom the Third.
Sam, what language is he speaking?
I'm not sure, Max, but I think it might be English. No, really, what made you convert to British?
Everybody's got it in for me, that's why.
Yeah, we heard.
Well, I had to get a disguise to throw them off the trail. They'll never find me now.
They wouldn't even know where to begin to look.
Clever clogs.
What sick forces of evil are bedeviling you this time?
It's the skin bodies, man. They're after me.
Skin bodies? Sounds like a pack of belligerent nudists.
Oh, no. The skin bodies are like those horrible hairless cats, but 10 times worse.
Sure they're not 100 times worse?
Yeah, maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000,000.
These skin bodies, what exactly are they doing to you?
They're stealing pinching my shaving cream.
Of all the things of yours they could pinch, why the shaving cream?
So they can shave their bodies, of course.
Of course. Not to be rude, but why isn't your fancy pants defense system stopping these skin bodies?
Well, after the whole video delivery conspiracy, I figured I better build something to keep people from bringing stuff into my store.
So?
So, I needed to borrow some of the high-tech detecting parts from B-Tags.
Meaning nothing stopping people from taking stuff out of the store anymore.
Dash it all! I knew I forgot something.
Hands in the air, Bosco. You're coming with us.
Good heavens! What is the meaning of this?
We're taking you in for masquerading as a man of class and distinction.
What the devil? Surely you jest.
Yes, surely we do. On the bright side, now you can add the police to your long list of paranoia-induced nightmare subjects.
Tch, piffle, pish-posh.
Thanks, Bosco.
Pip-pip, honey nut cheerio.
I could use a shave.
I'll say. Your 5 o'clock shadow goes clear to your ankles.
Paws off, pig! Dog! Pig dog! The skin bodies rule the streets!
Blast, bugger, blind, ballers. The little blighter did it again. After him. Tally-ho! Tally-ho!
Whipped liverwurst.
You want some?
Absolutely not. Nothing like a gaggle of security cameras pointed at a guy to make him feel at home.
I'm comfortable with it because I'm uncommonly photogenic.
I think it's the tinge of green that makes this coffee especially appealing.
I take my coffee green, like my men.
Sludgies. This week's flavors, bangers and mash.
That's sausages and potatoes to you Yanks.
Oh, good. For a second, I thought it was something disgusting.
Max, I've got a great idea involving you, a microwave, and 6 feet of aluminum foil.
Go on.
Maybe another time. Nachos.
They're mine, nachos.
Ketchup, mustard, and purple stuff.
As vaguely referred to on TV.
Stay out of the loo. It's knackered.
Tongues placed on freezer become property of Bosco.
I got quite a few tongues that way.
Say, Max,
I am not getting in that thing again. It took me weeks to get the fishy smell out of my fur.
are those the same 2 weenies that were in there a month ago?
Are you the same 2 weenies that were in here a month ago?
No thanks, I brought my lunch today. What do we have here? Organ Trader? Self-Loathing Weekly? Hot Bunny?
Ooh, let me see that.
Hot Bunny?
No, Self-Loathing Weekly.
Hey, Bosco.
We've got Skin Body.
Special. Buy one, get one.
What a deal.
Let's go. Ooh, excuse me.
You'll never catch us. The skin bodies can't be stabbed. Shut up!
Tempting sometimes, but I become fond of the little guy.
Give it to nobody.
Tampering with the mail is
As we found out.
You'll never catch us. The skin bodies can't be stabbed.
Hello?
Jerk!
Remember our motorcycle trip?
Just you, me, and the authorities from...
Anybody home? Guess not. I once hid in that dumpster to escape a rampaging gorilla.
I still don't know how she got out of the office. I was sure I locked the door.
Remember our old car, Max?
I said I was sorry.
Never happened, Thomas.
Where are we going, Sam?
The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Hey! After those rats!
Let's get him!
How do those laughably small wheels move so fast?
You'll never catch us. The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Take the wheel, little buddy.
I thought you'd never ask.
You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch us. The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Missed them.
The skin bodies can't be stopped.
Give up the shaving cream, skin bodies!
The skin bodies don't give in to nobody.
Shoot him, Sam!
I'm trying, but they have good reflexes. You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch us. The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Missed them.
The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Shoot him, Sam!
I'm trying, but they have good reflexes. Missed them.
The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Shoot him, Sam!
I'm trying, but they have good reflexes. You can't dodge my shots forever.
Watch us. The skin buddies can't be stopped.
Shoot him, Sam!
I'm trying, but they have good
The skin buddies can't... Oof!
Hey, the shaving cream!
Okay, hold on tight, little buddy.
Whew, finally, goddamn.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Nah. That's more fun when somebody's watching. Hello again.
Yes?
Can we take an...
Fine. Let's take it from the top. Brilliant! Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you, thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max. I've just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad. You're despondent. You're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief. Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
A demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my head, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism. Such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Once used for apples.
All right, people, let's get the stage set up. Celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
Wow, someone has anger issues. I know I got the worst.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs. And not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
We're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Let's start taping the show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow! All right, I know you've got a...
Oh, for pity's sake! This will never work if you're not even going to try to disguise the cow!
Cut!
Amateurs!
Let's get this...
Hey, bossy.
I might have to go actually look.
I just don't see how you can sing and be a judge. I don't think the public would swallow that.
Hey, Sam, do my eyes deceive me, or are those our formerly hypnotized former child star acquaintances, the Soda Poppers?
Sweet jellyfish paste on a stick, you're right. What are the odds?
Could we find another judge? What about one of those guys?
I don't suppose either of you would be interested in being a judge on Embarrassing Idol, the hot new show where we make uncomfortable entertainment out of people's misplaced faith in their own singing ability.
Oh, me! I promise I'll be completely unbiased in my abuse of the contestants.
Fine. Take a seat.
Goody! I get to sing!
Welcome back to Embarrassing Idol. The judges are chomping at the bit, so say hello to our first contestant, Peepers.
Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Well, that was a bit sloppy, but I particularly liked how you hit that high note. That always impresses me. I think you'll get my vote.
I'm definitely voting for you. After all, you are my brother.
Very impressive. You sound almost exactly like a sick cat being dragged through rusty farm machinery. But this is a singing contest, so I think I'll have to vote for someone else. Is there anyone else?
Not so far.
Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
What's it like working with the soda poppers?
Oh, the usual. They prance around and make unreasonable demands, but they knuckle under because they're desperate to be working at all. Same as the rest of us, really.
Your bleak outlook is oddly refreshing. What can you tell me about the show you're shooting here?
Embarrassing Idol? Standard drill. Amateur singers with delusions of ability perform in front of a camera. Judges heckle them, and the public gets sick pleasure out of watching the carnage.
What allegedly valuable prize is bestowed on the lucky winner?
The winner gets a standard exploitation recording contract with a major label.
If you're going to be exploited by the best. Can you give me some kind of insight into the arcane workings of the judging?
It's pretty simple. All the judges have to agree on a winner. That's all there is to it.
What kind of arbitrary criteria do they use to make their decisions?
That's up to the individual judges.
I channel the spirit of Hammurabi, the ancient Babylonian ruler. Then I pick you, Sam.
Thanks, little buddy. That seems clear.
Thank goodness.
You got this stage set up awfully fast. You must have an army of minions to do your bidding.
No, it's pretty much just me. I used to have a stagehand, but she went to watch the Myra show.
All the more impressive, then.
Sawing the hole in the floor was the hard part.
Well, I'm sure you're very busy.
You got that right.
Judge looks good on you, Max.
Thanks. I hope it comes with lunch.
Seems like a pretty cushy job you've got there.
I hope somebody else comes to sing soon. I've got scathing insults and bombast that are itching to claw their way out of my throat.
How is that any different from normal?
It'll be on TV.
Don't let your passion for overzealous criticism get in the way of our primary goal here, little pal.
I already forgot what that is.
Myra Stump, holding the audience hostage?
Oh, right. Sometimes my sponge is a little...
I know all too well. I think I'll poke around and look for clues, or craft services crawlers, or both.
If you poke up some crawlers, I want 6.
Last time we saw you, you and your diminutive former child star brothers were in the thrall of a megalomaniac hypnotist with bad hair. What have you been up to since then?
Well, after you hit us over the head...
Repeatedly.
Our careers have taken an upswing.
Clearly.
Hey, being a judge on Embarrassing Idol is a tremendous opportunity.
I'm feeling the magic already.
What can you tell me about this contest you're judging?
Not much to tell. People sing, we judge them. You want to know more? Ask the director. We judges don't have to concern ourselves with operational details.
Tell me about the criteria you use in judging a singing contest.
I'll be right back,
such
you
as
guys.
this one.
I'm a stickler for technical proficiency. Usually I look for a high note. Someone who can hit a really high note always impresses me.
I see.
High note for the middle guy.
If you'll excuse me, I've got some lines to color outside of.
It's your life.
Tell me, old judge, what gruesome qualities do you look for in a singing performance?
Fraternity. I'm voting for Peepers no matter what. He's my brother. The one who didn't forget my birthday today, I might add.
I said I was sorry.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm glad somebody remembered.
I said I was sorry. What more do you want?
A treat would be nice.
Isn't this also St. Boniface Day?
Patron saint of carnivorous plants and spiky things? I think that's next week. What kind of perks go with this gig? Do you get fancy dressing rooms and candy sorted by color?
Ooh, craft services food. Have them bring me a roasted Canada goose stuffed with lightly bruised olives, please.
Not likely. I ordered a cake for my birthday, but they never brought it.
I think the craft services crew all went in to watch the Myra show, like everybody else.
All we got was a basket of tomatoes. Ugh.
What kind of preposterously un-American weasel are you that you don't like tomatoes?
I like them just fine, but they don't like me.
What do you mean?
I once spent 12 hours in the bathroom after mistakenly eating a cucumber that was sitting next to a tomato on the plate.
Say no more. Can you eat those little cherry tomatoes? They're small.
No! No tomatoes, tomato juice, tomato paste, nothing, or I'll be out of commission for hours.
Enjoy your judging. Catch you later.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about that. Let's continue on. Let's see.
Well, well, Peepers, you underdeveloped former non-psychotherapist you. What a treat to run across you again.
I'm not sure if I ever properly thanked you for hitting me over the head recently.
Repeatedly.
No gratitude necessary. Just doing our jobs.
Sure.
How do you manage to hit those eardrum-scarring high notes?
If you're implying that I use any artificial vocal enhancements, I doubt. What you hear is pure peepers.
That's almost exactly what I would have said.
Really, is there any trick to hitting the high notes like you do?
Look, I told you, I don't use any artificial vocal enhancement, and I resent the implication. I have a gift, that's all.
Your lyrics have an intriguingly vapid quality. Did you write them yourself?
Of course! Any similarity to lyrics from other wildly popular songs is meant as homage, not theft.
I'm dying to know. Is there any truth to the rumors about lip-syncing on the old Soda Poppers TV show?
We only did that on the released version.
I'll leave you to whatever it is you're doing over here.
Good luck.
Is that your mug?
No, it was here when I got here, last week.
Ew. Can I look at these?
Sure, take 'em. I've got them memorized. Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Very impressive. Once used for apples, now used for derrieres. Hey, can I try my pipes out on this thing?
Go right ahead. Frankly, we can use all the contestants we can muster.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song I call Busted Down Hound Dog Blues. Shiny like a new mylar balloon. Thinking about the rings on the great raccoon. Road to someday, bits of me are strewn.
And let's hear from our judges.
Bravo! Your wobbly tenor is way better than Peeper's shrill squawking.
Your stylings are quite interesting, but I noticed you never really hit a high note. Peepers is still getting my vote.
You sing beautifully, and your lyrics are enchanting. But Peepers is my brother, so I pretty much have to vote for him.
Oh. Remember, folks, on Embarrassing Idol, the decision of the judges must be unanimous. Stay tuned for more exciting action after this.
And we're cut. It's
I'm leaving. I'm out.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you lot.
What do we have here?
Ooh, let me see that.
Hot Bunny?
No, self-love.
Hello, sir.
What ho, old beans?
We want to buy something.
Yeah.
Nothing for us.
Indeed.
Thanks, Bosco.
Toodle pip.
Whipped liverwurst.
You want some?
Absolutely not. Ketchup, mustard, and purple stuff.
As vaguely referred to on TV.
Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly? What do we have here?
Ooh,
Hot Bunny?
No, self...
Hello, sir.
What ho, old...
We want to buy...
Quite so.
What have you got?
Well, just between us, I have a most peculiar device behind the counter.
What peculiar device are you so eager to pawn off on us this time?
It's the latest in Bosco tech innovation. A delightful invention I like to call a chemical-based voice modulator.
Voice modulator? What's that?
I do believe it's self-explanatory.
We don't really have time to explain it to ourselves. Why don't you just explain it to us?
Well, it alters the frequency of your voice molecules. Very useful, very useful.
We'd like that voice modulator.
That will be 30 shillings.
Yeah, I left our shillings in my other pants. How much in dollars?
Let's see. 30 shillings would be about 1 million American dollars.
$1 million? No way are we giving out that many tickets.
I think we'll have to find an entirely new revenue stream if we want that voice modulator.
Oh, worth every shilling. Trust me. Trust me.
Thanks, Bosco.
Hip hip, honey nut cheerio.
Ah, Brady Cultures.
He howled like a...
Anybody home? Guess not. These donuts...
Don't...
You bet. Hello?
Jerk!
Hubert doesn't look so hot, Max.
He doesn't look any worse than he did 2 months ago.
Sam, come on! I have to pee! And the PTA is here, and they're carrying signs! Hey, Sam, it's me again. I found a way to solve all 3 of my problems at once. But I'm going to be needing bail.
Hi, Sam. This is your therapist calling. I have to cancel our appointment because I'm giving up the practice to go into publishing. Speaking of which, thanks for all your great material.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm...
Damn.
Spin the Bottle Championship is coming up.
I like when they do the sudden death round with the Molotov cocktails.
Feel like taking in some pro wrestling?
I think I've seen that one.
We should go to Switzerland sometime, Max.
Nah, they always gyp you on the cheese. It's like half air.
Hey, it's the Indy Angst Film Festival.
What do? Show that second movie over and over again?
Sheesh.
Look, Max. Liver and Onions are still in town.
Let's go see them again and again.
The Crosstown Limited. Of course, it doesn't stop anywhere near here.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Let's see. What can we do? What can we do?
That's quite the little science experiment. How convenient. This way we can shoot a TV show about people watching a TV show.
And if the show they're watching is the show of themselves watching, the universe could fold in on itself and explode.
Best leave it turned off then. What's that thing?
I don't know. It was here when we took over the building after the .com bust.
These are all thesauri. Who decorated this set?
English majors working for peanuts, as usual.
Competitive horseshoe skipping is a thrilling test of accuracy, strategy, and strength.
Even more so if the horses are still attached.
Some say that's the only way. Ah, nature. In Manhattan, this counts as a view.
If there's a leak, it counts as a water view.
Look, Max, there's the door to Myra's set. Let's get in there and liberate her literally captive audience.
Sam, forget the hostages. There's somebody famous. It's Hugh Bliss.
Who, Bliss?
No, Hugh Bliss. Inventor of prismatology. Helped millions unlock the power of their personal color spectrums.
Right. The stage magician turned happiness guru. Like we didn't have enough of those already.
I want to meet him.
Fine. But if he magically pulls another rainbow butterfly out of somebody's ear, I'm leaving.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Yeah, we know.
And you are Sam and Max, freelance police.
How'd you know?
Do you believe in magic? 'Cause I do.
So, Hugh Bliss, what brings you to WARP?
I too am here to meet Myra.
How'd you know we came for Myra?
Oh, don't you see? I can read your mind.
As the resident doubting Thomas of this crime-fighting duo, I consider it my civic duty to say, prove it.
Okay, think of something, anything. Hugh Bliss is a big fat charlatan.
Was he right?
Big deal. Everyone thinks that.
Oh? Think of something else. Pennies on the eyes of a dead mime.
Well?
I must have been silently mouthing the words.
Really? Think of something else. 6,373,411.98.
Sam?
Lucky guess.
Was it? Think of something else. Enough of this ridiculous farce.
Stop it.
Do me! Do me!
Oh my! And that's unspeakably depraved!
Yeah, you got it! Wow, you're amazing.
What's your business with Myra?
I'm to be a guest on her show, silly.
Yeah, silly.
I'm spreading the word about my new book, Emetics, the Handbook for Multicolored Happiness. Take a copy when you leave.
Can you just give us the 10-word summary instead? We're on a pretty tight schedule.
10 words. Oh my! How about prismatology is the answer? Unicorns are pretty, and rainbows too. That's 10.
What's the story on this prismatology flapdoodle?
Prismatology is only the greatest intellectual, emotional, and spiritual revolution ever to grace this fair planet.
Thank goodness we have someone who can give an impartial assessment.
Shh! Tell us more.
Join Prismatology today, and you too can experience the magic of true bliss.
That goes against everything I've ever hoped for, and yet now I'm strangely attracted to the notion.
Snap out of it, little buddy. We've got a case to solve. Dazzle us with a feat of legerdemain, why don't you?
Okay, I'll show you the magic of prismatology in action. Pick a color, any color.
Ochre! Ochre! No, mauve! Burnt sienna!
How about a color I've heard of, Pick a color, as long as it's red, green, or blue.
Red, Fred.
Ooh!
I know what you're thinking. Is it real, or is it illusion?
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
Return to your usual albinic hue.
Wow!
Say, Hugh Bliss, can we get a picture with you for our scrapbook of instantly forgettable memories?
Splendid idea. I wish I'd thought of it. Oh, and in fact, I did. Hence the camera. Now gather round.
How will you take the picture?
By magic.
Okay.
Say, chocolate-covered puppies.
Chocolate-covered puppies. So where's the picture, Magic Man?
Oh, my. I seem to have misplaced it. Check your pockets. Maybe I left it there.
Sorry to interrupt your little joy fest, but I've got a situation here.
Never fear, pretty lady. Hugh Bliss is here.
Yeah. Anyway, our game show host went on Myra hours ago, and he still hasn't come out. Think you can fill in till he gets back?
Can a butterfly fly? Yes, it can. Oh, what do I do?
When a contestant comes to the podium, just read him a question from the card. Then, when he gets it wrong, insult him and tell him to get off the stage.
Oh, no. Prismatology teaches us to love everyone, no matter what.
Right, just read the cards.
Okay. I still love you.
Emetics.
Life troubling your digestion? Reality blocking your passages? Expel your troubles with Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness.
Already got a copy. I read it every morning on the can.
Multicolored happiness indeed. Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi.
I challenge you to...
Okay.
It's not easy being green.
Oh, but it is with magic.
Ah. How about another picture?
How about this? Instead of a new picture, we'll just recycle the old one. Save the Earth.
Sure, whatever.
Gather round. Bye.
I think this Hugh Bliss guy is a bit of a wacko.
True, but he's a colorful wacko.
Well, we've got things to do.
And things to be.
That's where I'd stand if I were the host. Which I'm not.
We've got a contestant, people! Hit it!
From somewhere deep within the bowels of WARP, it's Who's Never Going to Be a Millionaire with special guest host Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Our first contestants are a pair of professional freelance police officers. They enjoy firing their guns randomly and running over things. Please welcome Sam and Max.
How do they know?
Listen, Sam, they love us!
Welcome. You know the rules. If you can answer even one question correctly, you'll walk away a millionaire.
Start loading the armored cars, Hugh, because my brain's stuffed with enough worthless trivia to power a small Chilean village for decades.
It's true!
Okay, are you ready? Oh, happy day. It's an easy one. If a man sets out from the Horsehead Nebula in a spaceship traveling at thrice the speed of light, and his father leaves from Rigel 2 at the same time going half the speed, how many nanoseconds will it be before time paradox causes the first man never to have been born?
I'm gonna go with my gut and say, Hugh Bliss.
I'm flattered, but no, that is completely wrong. You lose!
This is an outrage. I demand a recount.
We do have a fabulous consolation prize, a copy of Emetics by me, Hugh Bliss.
No thanks. I'm content to leave with just my burning shame and newfound sense of inadequacy.
Okay.
Find out which poor schmuck will be the next to blow his chance at millions right after these messages.
Oh.
Apparently, WARP can't afford armed guards for their game show questions.
That's cheating, Sam. Good thinking.
Don't get your pretty long ears in a twist, little buddy. The answers aren't on here.
In life, there are no answers, only questions.
Another prismatology credo?
No, I read that on a cereal box. I'm seriously deficient in riboflavin, by the way.
You're seriously deficient, all right. I can't see how anybody would ever be able to answer any of these questions.
Yeah, pretty much. I see you. I don't like what you guys are doing.
So how does this game show work?
Did you just ask me how a game show works? A contestant comes to the...
Just one question?
More time for commercial.
Look over there. It's Myra.
Where?
It's written right above the door.
I don't have time for this.
See you later.
That's a wrap.
Nope. I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show. I don't care if it is just a prop. I'm not touching that with my bare hands. Hey, bossy. I shouldn't fool with the set. This could use some sprucing up. Whatever happened to our can of spray paint?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that I may incriminate both myself and a prominent local politician.
Say no more. Hello?
Okay, guys, hang on.